afternoon and welcome to NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 1. I am Olanike Olabodi. Thanks for joining us. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu felicitates with Christians and Muslims on the commencement of the Lenten and Ramadan seasons. The president notes that with Lent and Ramadan beginning on the same day, it is an uncommon recurrence, and as a people of faith, Christians and Muslims share a lot in common and are one people under God. For Christians, the president noted that the Lenten season is a time for fasting, abstinence, and penitence, following Jesus Christ's example in the wilderness before his crucifixion, which brought salvation to mankind. And for Muslims, Ramadan describes is a hallowed season that reflects total submission to God Almighty and his command of sacrifice, devotion, service, and communal love and giving. It marks one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Beyond the obligatory fasting, Ramadan calls for deep spiritual reflection in obedience to Islam's injunctions. As a nation and as a people, it urges all, as they embark on these important observances, to ensure good neighborliness, promote peace, unity, and stability, and pray for the progress and security of the nation. He also encourages all to live by the good precepts of their faith and be honorable in their duty to God and fellow humans. He prays that the lessons, blessings, and joy of these sacred seasons abide with all always. President Bola Tinubu and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz have resolved to improve bilateral relations between their two countries and to strengthen collaboration in security, power, and railway sectors. In a telephone conversation, the two leaders also expressed their willingness to cooperate in creative arts and skill development. President Tinubu and the German Chancellor spoke on the Presidential Power Initiative, during which the Nigerian leader indicated that the country would require assistance with power transmission. The German Chancellor pledged that Siemens would be ready to assist in that regard, while Deutsche Bank would be willing to finance the project. The two leaders also expressed worry over the situation in the Sahel region. President Tinubu called for the supply of used helicopters to help in intelligence reconnaissance in the region. Diplomatic relations between Nigeria and Germany have been in place for up to 65 years. German Chancellor Merz said his country is eagerly waiting the arrival of Nigeria's new ambassador to Germany. He also spoke about the importance of the arts and called for the establishment of the Great Museum of African Arts. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated his administration's drive to position Lagos as Africa's preferred destination for global investment and cultural exchange. He stated this when he received the ambassador of Japan to Nigeria, Suzuki Hideo, at the Lagos House Assembly. Joy Ken Abakoya reports.
The visit focused on exploring new areas of collaboration between Lagos State and Japan in sectors driving innovation and economic growth. Ambassador Suzuki Hideo described Lagos as a strategic gateway to Nigeria and Africa, noting Japan's interest in strengthening existing ties and building new partnerships.
I just want to mention about the economic relations between Lagos State and my country. My government considers maintaining excellent relations with Lagos State of a very vital importance, since Lagos State is a commercial and economic hub.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu highlighted Japan's contributions to industrial development, identifying culture, fashion, and entertainment as key areas of expanded cooperation. He assured investors of security and a business-friendly environment, encouraging more Japanese firms to choose Lagos as their African destination.
You know how strategic your country is in Asia and in northern part of Asia. And there's been a long, outstanding relationship, between Japan and Nigeria that dates back several decades. So I want to say to you that we hope that we can deepening that relationship.
The ambassador was accompanied by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Foreign Affairs and Protocol, Ademola Oshodi, who stressed the need for sustained diplomatic and economic engagements.
I believe that the visit of the Japanese ambassador here in Lagos would in many ways enhance the relationship of the state and the federal government of Nigeria.
Both parties reaffirmed their commitment to strengthening Nigeria-Japan relations through cultural diplomacy, trade, and innovation. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakboya, NTA News.
We'll take a short break now. More reports after this timeout.
What does wellness sound like?
It sounds like this.
Clean, pure, naturally refreshing. Every drop, purified with purpose. Crafted using eco-friendly processes and state-of-the-art filtration systems. It's not just water. It's smart water for smart people.
At home, in the office, at your next event or lounge, stay sharp. Stay hydrated.
Southern Spa Premium Water. Available in 75 c-liter bottles and 19-liter refills.
Call 0802-331-8305 or 0913-816-0191 to place your order today.
Southern Spa Premium Water for health and living.
Hi everyone, this is Ida Emmanuel Chibike, and we are right here in Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited. It's located in 48 Tedusho Road, right here in Suliri, Lagos. Are you an interior designer, an architect, a builder, and you actually looking for a place to get your furnitures and also quality fabrics like curtains for your homes? Great John Bosco is actually one of the best places to get that. We are situated here in Lagos, Nigeria, right here in Tedusho, and we have branches in Abuja and also on the island, that's Lekki Phase 1. We have from the ranges of Turkish fabrics, American fabrics, Italian fabrics, and what have you. We have them in different categories and in different collections. You can also check us online. We are active online on our social media handles. Our Instagram handle is actually Great John Bosco, and also on Facebook at Great John Bosco. This is Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited, your one-stop shop for all interior needs. Don't hesitate to come by our store here in Todosho, which is the main head office, to see quality designs and fabrics for your need.
Welcome back. The Lagos House of Assembly has approved the issuance of an irrevocable standing payment order to support private sector-driven initiative by the state government in tackling solid waste challenges and injecting CNG automobiles into transportation sector in the state. This was at a plenary presided over by the Speaker, Lagos House of Assembly, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa in Lagos. Musa Toliet completes the report.
The growing population of Nigeria's commercial nerve center, Lagos continues to face increasing challenges of 13,000 tons of solid waste produced daily across the metropolis. A deal between the Lagos state government and key player in solid waste management has reached an advanced stage where the agreement between both parties require the approval of the legislature.
On the Lagos State Waste Improvement Program.
Laying and presentation of reports by a four-man ad hoc committee indicates the executive and legislature have remained on the same page to engage organized private sector on solid waste management.
The agreement should include clear greenhouse gas reduction targets and timelines. The size and location of state land allocated to the concessionaire must be clearly stated in the schedule of the agreement. The responsibility of the concessionaire must exclude waste collection and transportation, which remains the statutory responsibility of PSP operators.
The ad hoc committee also worked on the concession agreement between Lagos State Government and a transport logistics organization on the issuance of a no objection letter for irrevocable direct debit order for the procurement and operation of 2,000 CNG buses.
Lamata should introduce an additional operator as a co-pilot to support monitoring evaluation and the program development to facilitate future scale up to the 15,000 buses required in Lagos.
The lawmakers had an opportunity to debate the reports before the motion for adoption was moved.
Some local governments in the past were unable to benefit from BRT buses. So we beg them that they should look into that so that everybody will benefit from this project in Lagos State.
Speaker, Right Honorable Nta Ch10 lauded the effort by the state government to rid the metropolis of solid waste before subjecting the motion for adoption of the report to voice votes.
Pursuant to Section 7 of the Appropriation Law 2026, which mandates all proposed irrevocable standing payment order and new funding of the year 2026 be forwarded to the House for approval, and Section 26 of PPP law requiring approval of the House for all concessions, this House do hereby approve the irrevocable direct debit order as recommended by the committee is hereby approved. All in favor, say aye. Those against, nay. The ayes have it.
The Speaker thereafter enjoined Muslim and Christian faithful to seek God's guidance for the country's leadership during the month of Ramadan and Lenten period. In Lagos, Musa Toliat, NTA News.
The Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board, JAMB, says more than 1.5 million candidates have completed their registration as the February 26 deadline for the 2026 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination sale of e-pins draw closer. A statement by JAMB's Public Communication Advisor, Dr. Fabian Benjamin, urges candidates to secure their e-pins ahead of the vending deadline and promptly visit accredited centers to finalize their registration. The board, while stressing that the deadline would not be extended, expressed concern that even though it has the capacity to register up to 100,000 candidates daily, centers nationwide are functioning at just about 30% of that capacity. The board, however, assured that it is working proactively to prevent any candidate who truly intends to sit for the 2026 UTME from being excluded as a result of procrastination or inaction. Prices in the United Kingdom rose more slowly in January, offering hope to households grappling with the pressure of high living costs. New official figures show inflation cooling to 3%, raising expectations that interest rates could soon be cut to support Britain's struggling economy and consumers. Adelbi Obiechina reports.
According to the Office of National Statistics, inflation fell from 3.4% in December to 3.0% in January, helped largely by lower petrol prices. The data supports earlier signal from the Bank of England that price pressures are easing. The bank recently kept interest rates unchanged at 3.7%, but hinted that cuts may come soon. Prime Minister Keir Starmer and Finance Minister Rachel Reeves says government budget decisions are helping to bring inflation under control despite sluggish economic growth.
You may have seen this morning that inflation has come down again, now to 3%, and it's scheduled to come down further. That will affect all of you, because that's not just a statistic, that is how much it costs to do things. When you're in the supermarket, when you're filling up with petrol, all of these things are affected by inflation, and as we're bringing it down, it eases the burden on people.
And thank him. Can you all help me thank him for this £14 billion of investment?
Although inflation is low, Britain's economy remains weak, with rising unemployment and slower growth forecasts. If prices continue to stabilize, the Bank of England may lower interest rates, providing some financial relief for families and businesses. Adobe Obiechina, NTA News.
And that concludes the NTA Channel 10 News at 1. I am Olanike Olabodi. Good afternoon.